am going to start by drawing an oval. I want my oval to be really large. This is my piece of paper, and do you see how big my oval is? Also, do you see that I'm using a pen? I'm going to go straight to pen. If you're more comfortable using a pencil first, then go ahead and use a pencil. Now I'm sectioning out my oval. Remember, this is going to be our Easter egg. And what we're going to do is we're going to create those tangles or those patterns on the inside of each section. Now, what I want you to really concentrate on is, or a couple of things. One, repeating your design. So remember, a pattern is just a line or a shape that repeats. And that's what we're doing with our tangles. We're creating patterns that repeat over and over again. And remember the word Zen, it means to meditate or to calm. And so as I am drawing my lines and my patterns, I'm just going to focus and really calm my heart, calm my spirit, calm my thoughts. I'm not going to think about too much what I'm doing. I am just going to draw. So Zentangle is the art of calming yourself, using those structured patterns to create designs. So I'm not going to worry about if I make any mess ups. I'm just going to do my best to repeat lines and designs. Also, here's what I like to do in my Zentangles. I like to make the lines a little bit thicker in some areas. I like to do that because it creates variety and it makes my Zentangles look just a little bit more interesting when I have thin lines and thick lines. Also, I like to add shapes and I like to fill them in. You'll notice that I'm coloring a lot with my pen, and that's just me filling in some shapes. I think it just makes it a little bit more interesting when you do that. It's your art though, it's up to you. So I'm using a pen for mine, but you could also use a black marker. If we were in the art room, I would probably make you use a black Sharpie, wouldn't I? And I would say you can use the thin one or you can use the thick one. That's up to you. But you may not have a Sharpie at home. We'll just use whatever we can use at home. So I've sped up my video and I'm just making designs and patterns in each area. You know, it would be a great idea is if you listen to music while you were creating your artwork, just to really calm and soothe your heart and your mind and your spirit. Another great idea would be to listen to an audio book. I like to do that on my Kindle. I can press text to read and it will read a book to me. That helps me relax too. So you'll notice some of my shapes on here are geometric, like the triangles, and some are organic. Do you remember organic is a shape that doesn't have a name to it? It's just kind of like a blob, or a leaf is an organic shape too. I can't wait to see what designs you come up with your lines. Remember, anything is possible, one line at a time. Now we're ready to color. You'll see I did one egg with a pen and the other egg with a marker. That way you could see what they look like. Now we're going to take our Ziploc bag. Make sure you have it on a piece of cardboard or another piece of paper underneath it, that you're not coloring, that you have something underneath your Ziploc bag to protect it. I'm just taking my markers. You have to use markers for this. And I'm coloring on top of my Ziploc bag. You'll notice something as you're coloring, that the marker is bubbling up. It looks like it has some sort of texture on it. And what's happening is the marker is not absorbing into the Ziploc bag. It's living right on top of it. And this is how we are able to print. Just a minute, when we're done coloring, we're going to turn this over and put it on top of our Easter egg, and all that marker that we colored on our Ziploc bag will now come off onto the paper. And it's going to stick to the paper because it's going to absorb in. Okay, let's turn our Ziploc bag over. Careful with that marker. And then we're just going to place it on top and just gently give it a pat or a rub. And you'll notice all that marker that was on your Ziploc bag is now coming off onto your egg. Isn't that so cool? I love this. It's so fun. All right, so you're just going to repeat it for your eggs. I didn't color all of my eggs. I made 4 eggs in total, and I didn't color all of them. I decided that I liked that look of black and white on one of my eggs. So I left that black and white. But you can make as many eggs as you want to. You can also use patterns with your markers. I'm using a pattern here. I'm going back with red and orange and red and orange. You could maybe use all cool colors for one egg. Maybe another egg could be all warm colors. There's so many options. If you happen to miss a spot on one of your eggs, you could always go back, add some more color onto your Ziploc bag, and print again. There we go. Now we're going to take some scissors and we're going to cut out our Easter eggs. We're cutting them out because we're going to make a basket in just a minute so our eggs can live in the basket. Okay, I'm going to speed up this video. Now we're going to make a basket. We're going to start with a big smiley face, a big curved line going from one side to the other. I'm going to close it with a rainbow line. We're making an ellipse here. Diagonal line down, and then I'm going to close it with a curved line. I'm going to repeat my curved line as I go down my basket. I'm doing this because my basket is going to be a woven basket. Yours doesn't have to be. Yours can look different than mine. I'm going to make some diagonal lines, 2 on one side, and then I'm going to make 2 diagonal lines going on the other side. Again, this is my basket, which is woven. Yours can look different than mine. It doesn't have to look like mine. Now I'm going to go over it with a black marker. Maybe your basket is Superman. Maybe your basket has your name on it. Maybe your basket has more Zentangles on it. Maybe your basket is red or pink, or maybe yours has a handle. There are so many different options for your basket. You can make it unique. I wanted mine to look like it was woven because that's what mine looks like at home. I am going to use some marker to color in my basket. You can use colored pencils, you can use whatever you have at home, crayons, but I do want to see some decoration on your basket. Let's not leave him plain. Okay, so I am going to work on coloring my basket with marker. Okay, now I'm ready to cut my basket out. Now that I've colored my entire basket, we're ready to cut it out. I want to show you a way that we can cut, making a slit where the green area is. That way we can tuck our eggs into our basket. So let's cut all around. Careful with your fingers, opening and closing our scissors, turning the paper with the other hand. Okay, so let's cut a slit in our green area. I'm going to fold this in half. Then I'm going to start where it's folded and cut with my scissors. I'm not going to cut all the way to the end or else I would cut it completely off. If that happens, no big deal. Just glue it together or tape it together. Now when I open it up, I have a slit. And that's where my eggs are going to sit. I'm going to get a new piece of paper, construction paper, and then I'm going to get my eggs. I can situate them inside my slit. I can put all my eggs in there, or I can put some eggs outside of the basket. That's up to you. You can decide where you want to put your eggs, and you'll just glue them all down onto your paper. And there you go, Zentangled eggs. Hope you guys had fun.